Hey guys, happy Monday. We've got this recording now. And wow, what a freaking amazing Monday to start off, this entire week, this entire month. I started off the first like with this incredible, I don't know. December's generally make me kind of nervous because obviously people have different holiday traditions, depending on your beliefs and so forth. So we have different things going on all month long, but also it's a month that generally, as it's wrapping up the end of the year, it and I'm going to say this very lightly, it can be slower. However, in those times, you guys, I want you to realize something. People are always buying things. People are always ordering things. Okay. And I'm saying things for a reason, because people are always joining companies. People are always ordering, buying products, whether that be skincare, stuff for weight loss, stuff that they are having trouble with. They're always actively searching for stuff on Google. You can type up weight loss, you can type up bloat, you can type up how to get your hair, how your skin, your hair longer, stronger, all of the above, bloat, how to kind of block different stuff during the holidays, carbs, like our treat meal, right? Detoxes. You are going to see that people are always trying to find things. And now more than ever, people are trying to find ways to make extra money. And I'm stressing this to you very much because I saw a post the other day, and I'll tell you, Tim does not know. He's only been around this industry since he's been with me. Okay. And I read him some of the comments on this post that people were talking about different MLMs that they have been part of and why they quit those MLMs. All right. And I'm going to tell you something, you guys, it almost always, people will say they quit because of their upline, no support. People will say that they didn't make any money. People will say that they weren't, they had no support. They didn't know what they were doing. They had like no instruction and so forth. I'm going to tell you something right now. You guys, every single person on this team and on this Zoom has the exact same resources in our cloud office. And we all have our Thrive Connect app. Every single one of us, okay? I can tell you, I have not ever had an upline that knew more about social media than I did. Okay, so I always was like searching because that's how I wanted to work my business. Now, with that said, I absolutely think you have to have a support system. Sometimes that support system isn't your upline though. So I want to encourage every single one of you guys right like now to get that mindset out. You don't care what your upline's doing because they don't make your paycheck. Okay? You make your paycheck. And I want to challenge every single one of you guys to get into your cloud office, get in the Thrive Connect app, okay, and watch the trainings. If you are feeling like you don't know what you're doing right now, I want you to go and watch those trainings and that be one of your personal developments. You know what one of my personal developments have been lately? I've been going on YouTube and I've been searching different topics with Lavelle that I want to get better at. And I'm seeing team Zooms from all over the place. And I've been watching different team Zooms from different leadership all across the company. And I've been watching trainings and getting ideas about ways that they are doing systems, ways that they are doing and creating a following on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, ways that they are kind of running things because I want to learn. I want to get some different perspectives and different outreach, right? With all that said, we have a lot to pack into tonight's Zooms and we have a lot of guests. So I'm not going to run my mouth too much about that. But you guys, I want to tell you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All of us have it in our cloud office. And if you do not have it, if you don't have it, you can go into Thrive Connect and you can print it off. You can go into resources under Thrive, like if you want a paper copy, or you can do like me. I need to write it down to be accountable. But all it is, and this is from a magazine, from the VIP magazine, is like literally this is in your cloud office. Okay. This is in your Thrive Connect, and this is just the worksheet. I'm actually transferring that into this big old thing right here. That will have my content calendar, my VIP 400, VIP 1600, or VIP 400, 800, 1600. I'm filling this out as we speak because when we're intentional, we're more likely to achieve our goals. I also want to challenge every single one of you guys to find a way to follow up with all your customers, all of them. I emailed every one of my customers yesterday. And I will be emailing all of my promoters, and I'll be emailing my customers again, because I want to connect with them and let them know about this opportunity. I don't want my customers, though, to switch to promoter if they're a customer, but I do want to incentivize them sending referrals to me, because the quickest way to lose a customer is to make them a promoter before they're ready to be a promoter, if they don't want to work the business. And then they feel that pressure. Okay. But if somebody wants to promote this business, find out what they want to achieve and how you can help them achieve it. But Tim said something to me, and from an outside perspective, I want to say it to you. And I want you to be honest. Are you working a business plan for your business? Like, do you have a business plan like that you work by every single day? Okay. Now it can change day to day. I can tell you some days I send out emails. Some days, like I actually just downloaded a new app today. So I don't tell you the wrong app. I will look on my phone, but it is because I'm just trying to test out a better way. I want to text. I want to send text. So I want to find the most effective way to text. It's simple texting is what I downloaded, but there's multiple different kinds of apps that you can utilize. And there's some that you literally can send an email or you can send a text. I want to try this out because there's like a 23 to 32% open rate and conversion on emails, but it's like 80% or higher like on text for customers that are interested in actually whatever, right? So can you imagine people that are truly interested, and I mean ready to buy, have bought in the past, finding out about an incredible deal. Maybe they didn't see the text from our company or from, the email or whatever, but they see it from you. They are more likely to buy it because it's that know, like, and trust factor, right? Because it coming from the company, it's not like personal. But if it's coming from you, they're more likely to actually go through it. And I have a very good friend of mine. I've been friends with for going on 10 years now. I supported her in her in the business that she's in. And that's what made me really want to. I reached out to her and I asked her what email service she was using, because I was getting text for Black Friday deals. And I was like, what are you using? And it wasn't actually from her phone number. It was from the phone number that was assigned for her mass text messaging. And I didn't mind getting it. I get emails and text all the time from all kinds of companies. So this is no different. So take it out of your mind that people don't want you to text them. People want deals. If they've asked about products, they've asked about stuff, they want it. If they don't want it, like, they want to know information. They will either ghost you or they will unsubscribe. Okay. Don't take it personal. It's okay. Money's tight right now. So right now, I want every single person on here, if you want to go for VIP 400, 800, and 1600, I want you to write down 1, 2, 3, 4 customers, 1, 2, 3, 4 promoters. All right. And then you're going to get out another sheet of paper and you're going to start going through your potentials list. Go through and type in, if you have it organized, potentials, in a notebook or in your notes, or you have that list somewhere. And then obviously you can send out emails a lot easier or text a lot easier. If you are very unorganized, like I always have been, go back to posts that have been driven towards the promoter side. People go to messages and check messages that you have talked about promoting. Okay. People that have asked questions previously. It may not have been the right time before, but it may be the right time now. And you guys, now we have the VIP 400, which a lot of people that have been promoters for a while, they did not have that. I'll be honest, I haven't hit all my VIPs every single time, but I've hit almost all of them every single time that we've had the reset. And that's because I am intentional and I won't quit until I do it. Okay. So like, I know that we have until the 18th, and I know my start down is now. So I've got the message out there. With that said, most of you guys have seen we have the 12 days of Christmas. I want every single one of you guys to leverage it. The first giveaway, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not, but I'm going to. It's going to be $100 Visa gift card. How can you utilize this 12 days of Christmas giveaway? All right, every single one of you. First off, free accounts. Nobody gets in unless they have a free account with you. Why? Because you don't want them signing up with somebody else. If you're inviting them, you want to create an account for them, right? Guess what? If they refer people, I'm going to help that customer get those referrals signed up as referrals under them. Now they've got a couple of referrals. Their friends are entering and learning about the products, and they might want to become customers or promoters. So we are trying to do 2 giveaways a day during this 12 days of Christmas. You guys, this is a great opportunity. Go live. Do it in your stories. Do it in your videos, however you want. Do it in Reels, TikToks. Right now, more than ever, let people know about a variety. I was just talking to Joy Nash yesterday, and she said she had been so focused on just sharing the 3 steps that she was feeling so incredibly defeated. And Joy, I hope you don't mind me sharing this, but she was feeling defeated because you know, everybody she was talking to, they would either ghost her or they would just like disappear. And then something clicked, and she said, I'm going to start working on what it is people need. Right. And I know that's such a small shift in your mindset, but that shift in your mindset, instead of saying, okay, I'm just doing the 3 steps, but what if you focused on a different product and shared something different, like balance, biotic, rest, collagen, the crayon, the sleep gummies, just whatever it may be, the HDS, and you just shared some powerful topics. Danny Angelo just made a post today in her stories about her skin, about under her eyes. And you guys, I do not have much makeup on today. I don't have any foundation on or anything like that. I have noticed tightening underneath of my eyes. Anybody that's using the skincare, like seriously, I think you're going to notice this. Like I am noticing, like I'm gonna be 43 in less than 2 months. Okay. That's scary. But like literally I'm noticing my skin's clearer, my skin's tighter. It just looks better and healthier. All right. So when you share stuff, remember that people want different things, and it may not be the same reason. It might not be for energy. It may not be for weight loss. Some people need weight gain. Okay. But we're not talking about that. So finding out what people need health wise will help. Anyways, okay, I'm going to stop because I want to let who wants to talk first. We have Steph, Jackie. Jackie, you want to send there since you're in the car and just oh no, you're not in the car anymore. What the heck? Were you in the car a minute ago?
I teleported.
No.
I'm here now.
Oh wait, I can't hear you. There you are. But we have Angela on and Steph G on, and I know both of them. You guys, Angela, like you're gonna have to listen to today if you haven't. She's such fire. She's such fire, and I can't wait to have her talk. And Steph G also is very fired up right now. But Jackie was all in today when I was talking to her about the 12 days of Christmas, and also then this VIP business came up, and we're like, what? She's the one who messaged me first about it, actually. So
you know what? I'm gonna talk a little bit about VIP, and then like maybe Angela can hop in like after, just because like I'm trying to attach something. I just don't know how to attach it on Zoom. But I have this list. I have this little list builder that I've been using, and it really, really helps. And just right now is the perfect time. A little bit of what Amanda was saying in the beginning of the call is just that, like I love the topic, first of all, because it is so true. If you go and you like are like floating around forums, you're floating around like YouTube, Facebook, or anything, and people are talking, poorly about MLM or, companies or teams or whatever that they've been in. First of all, I want to say this with respect to the industry. All opportunities are valid, right? They are all valid. There's always somewhere where somebody can make money. Sometimes they have really like, sometimes they have decent products, sometimes they have, decent compensation plans, sometimes they have shit products. If you know what I mean, there's a mixture of it all. But here at Lavelle, we truly have both, right? Somebody approached me, like his sister is one of my best friends. His sister is in network marketing. And he asked me, because it's been a long time since he's like seen me. And he asked me, he's like, would you ever do it again? And I said, you know what, if my company like disappears, then yeah, I'd have to go do it again, right? But they're not going anywhere. And he's like, no, but would you like do it again? Like, would you go to like another like company? Would you like build with another company? And I'm like, no, because I love the products here too much, right? I love the products here. Our compensation plan is bomb. Like we have like the perfect pair with both, right? Companies don't have that, right? Companies don't have that. And then, the other thing, the secret sauce for a lot of it, you guys, is team culture, right? Like Ange was talking about team culture today. And it really sucks because there are some like teams and stuff where they don't, where, maybe it's not there, but you always have your sidelines. Okay. You always have your sidelines. And like Amanda was saying, we all have the same resources, right? We have the same resources. And, we have the same resources. We have the same cloud office. And I want to challenge you guys, okay? You guys might have team. I want you guys to focus on your team, okay? It's okay to like, connect with sidelines and your sideline sisters and stuff like that. But I want you to see them as like literally your sister, right? You and if you have a sibling, you guys live separate lives, but you guys come together at like night and you guys, kind of connect in that sense. But I want you guys to really focus on your team, right? Don't get into your sidelines business and your uplines business and all these things. Those things don't actually grow you, right? It doesn't grow your team. So I want you guys to focus on your team, like love on your team. Literally, as an upline, that's all I want all my personally enrolled to do. Like, if you guys can just take care of your team, I got you and I got your team, right? Like, that is literally how it works here. I guess the best way for it to work. But yeah, I challenge you guys to like, really love on your team, right? They joined you for a reason. Some of them, like, some people might, it's your little family, right? Some family members might be a little shittier than others, like, just being real, but just challenging you guys to do that. And then when it comes to like VIP, I have this little list, like a list builder. I was trying to send the attachment into here, but I will bump it up on the Facebook group again. And it's just basically this thing that says like, who do you know? Okay. Like, who do you know? It helps you kind of like build your list, right? Build your list out. It's very, there's something about connection with pen to paper. You guys don't need like these fancy Go VIP worksheets and like all these things. All you really need is a pen and paper, and you just need to connect the pen and somebody's name and your heart and your mind or whatever, right? And really connect, like, I'm going to get this person thriving. I'm going to help them and like dedicate it to that. But I'm just going to share my screen really quick just so you guys see what this looks like. If this can help you, like, print this out and use this from now until the 18th, okay? My team has access to this. I've sent this out before, but this is like a little thing that I made. Like, who do you know? Plug in your 4 customers, plug in your 4 promoters. If you guys don't get all 4 and 4, it's okay, right? Like what Amanda was saying, I'm the same. Like, I've gotten VIPs. I don't think I've ever gotten all the way to VIP 1600, but I've gotten, VIP 400, 800. I didn't get them the first time around, but I did get them with this very thing, right? The what is this thing called? The resets, the company resets. There's been like 3 company resets, you guys, and it is so exciting. And this is the perfect time. Okay. This is literally the perfect time. But just looking at this, like, our Go VIP expiration date is going to be on the 18th, right? We have 3 different QV, goals that we have to go for. It's either 400, 800, or 1600, right? But yeah, this thing breaks it down for you. But I love the part where, if you're not sure where to start, right now you might be thinking, I don't know anyone, right? Okay, forget about who you know. Focus on these questions. Who needs more energy or loves caffeine that you see floating around your feed, right? who is trying to lose weight or is into health and fitness. There's got to be people, right? When you see them, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that person, right? Write their name down. Don't judge them. Don't think that they won't join you, because if you think they won't join you, then they won't, because you're not going to be reaching out to them, right? Um, think of who is very busy and needs mental focus or patience, okay? Because there's a lot of people that maybe have a lot on their plate. That is literally who Thrive is made for. So that's who Thrive is made for, is the busy person that needs that boost of energy or is not taking care of themselves. They're putting everybody else first, right? Who is into motivation or entrepreneurship? That is literally a cheat code right there, you guys. If you want people to work this business with you, go find somebody that has a little bit of entrepreneurial spirit, because as soon as they put these products into their body, they're not going to say no. They're going to be like, oh my God, this works, right? It's a free opportunity. What? They are literally going to be blown away with how much we have here, like the resources, the team, the culture, just like everything that Lavelle has thought of. If somebody is already a business owner, when they see this, the actual business side of it, right? Not what it looks like to everybody else. When they actually see the business side, like they're gonna put two and two together, like this is pretty easy to sell, right? Another one is who knows a lot of people or has good credibility. Okay, a lot of followers, I'm going to tell you right now, is a myth. Okay, you actually need someone who has good credibility, who's willing to help people. There's plenty of people out there that have hundreds and thousands of followers, but they are so bad in the DM. Okay, they are so bad at connecting with people. They don't actually they don't actually want to help people. So imagine if you, right, had your phone and you had your messages, your inbox full of like people asking, what is Thrive? What is Thrive? What is Thrive? And you're not answering them back quickly enough. Like that is why having a lot of followers is a myth. Unless unless the person really truly wants to help people and they're in their inbox and they're actually answering questions. Really important. So think of who like has good credibility or knows a lot of people. A telltale sign, I'm going to tell you this, okay? Like if you guys are going through your feed and you see someone who maybe is going out to like a girls' dinner or has gone to a friends miss, like Christmas, friends miss, Friendsgiving, any of those things, and they have like a group of people, that is a hot market right there. Okay, super hot market. So I want you guys to keep your eyes open. We're in holiday season right now. You're going to be able to see like little tiny networks that can just boom thrive into your organization. That is like what I look for. If I see that, you guys, I'm literally like, oh my God, this person would be the best thriver. Look at, they have a bunch of friends. Everybody's having such a good time. Like you can literally penetrate that market right there. Okay. Next thing is, they always call this your chicken soup list. Who would support you or, do you a favor? Who would bring you soup in the middle of the night if you were like sick? Like these are all people that can count towards your VIP. Now, if you guys have been doing this business for a while, you guys might be out of these people by now, right? Like, especially the who would support you or do you a favor. But, take a look at, who's new, like who are new friends. And even if they're not your direct friend that you just met, going into another level deeper, like a friend of a friend, certain things like that. And definitely like, use this time of the year and get out there, right? You guys might have work parties. You guys might have like certain parties and stuff to go to, and make it a goal for yourself. Like, even if don't go all the way to VIP 1600, you guys can all go for VIP 400. One of the girls on my team, she actually posted this week. Let me unshare my screen so you guys can see me and I can see you. I can't see you guys. Let me see. Stop share. But yes, we're going to bump that up in the Dream Team chat. But one of our girls, she actually just shared, because, we usually make banners for like these VIPs and stuff. And during VIP reset, we celebrated every person that got a VIP. And because of that VIP 400, we were popping so many like little company re-ranks, right? Company VIP 400s. And they posted the little banner of it today. It was like a bunch of them. It was probably like 30 VIPs, you guys. When people see that, that is momentum, right? It's just like people were easily getting VIP 400 because it's just one customer and one promoter, right? But they were making it happen. So share that excitement. because imagine if you were watching like, oh my gosh, there's like 30 people that got this like VIP thing, like what is this? They are going to look into it, you guys. I promise you guys they will. I don't know how many times, like even when I was watching Twin as a brand new promoter, when she would post things, I was someone who would Google what is a 200K VIP? Like, what is that? Like I had no clue. People are Googling what you're doing. People are Googling what you're posting. They are curious. They don't want to ask. But they are curious because they're like, how is this person like making money online? They are curious, right? So make sure you guys are making these posts, these curiosity posts. But something I love about Lavelle, compared to a lot of other like network marketing companies, we really do promote our products loud and proud, right? We are not that network marketing company that is hiding what we're doing. It's impossible to hide, right? We have our DFTs. You know exactly what we're doing, right? Other companies, it's like they're sharing something very, very ambiguous, and then they're like, message me, like, comment now if you want more info. And then people will be like, now, 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 now. But they won't know what it is that they're even like asking about, right? Because it's so ambiguous. Here, we're loud and proud. We're in your face, right? And people need to see that, like, it's just another way of like getting them, like getting them to be like, all right, I'm done watching, right? They don't even have to ask questions because you've already trained them in the way that you're talking, in the way that you've been like guiding people, in what you're sharing. And like don't be afraid during this time, go post other people's transformations. If you don't have the success yourself or whatever, go post other people's stuff. Okay. Like the transformations and some of those things. But yeah, so anyways, this is gonna be like I'm printing this thing out myself. You know what I mean? This thing's gonna be sitting here. I'm gonna be writing down names and stuff. My goal is hopefully, by tomorrow, hopefully I can have like VIP 400 because I have people who've been kind of sitting around, right? And now's the time where there's a little fire that's lit under my ass now because it's like, okay, I want this now. I mean, I've always wanted it, but I love what Amanda said earlier about the fastest way to like lose a customer is to make them a promoter when you're not even supposed to be one, right? Because you don't only lose a promoter, you lose him as a customer too, which you know I freaking love that. But now's the time. It's like, if you don't want to lose your people, all you have to do is love on them and lead them the right way. Okay, little tip for you guys: don't be scared about losing people. Just be more focused on helping them have a good experience and share that with them. Even if they're not having a good experience, you can just tell them like, what, I would love for you to take on this opportunity, but I won't push you to do the opportunity until you love it, right? Like when somebody hears that, they're like, damn, she's not even trying to push me. She just wants me to do it correctly, right? I've had people that do that. Like, and I'm just being real with them. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna tell you to promote unless you love it. So, like,
Absolutely.
but yeah.
That, and we want to help our customers thrive for free. And I know that's a hang up a lot of people have had of they're not sure how to help their customers thrive for free. So you guys, this is something I was talking to Chas with. I am kind of taking a different approach because obviously, like a lot of customers don't want to post a lot of times. So instead, I'm just asking them straight up, do you have anybody else that you can think of off the top of your mind that needs more energy, needs more focus, is on a weight loss journey or any journey similar to you? And when they say yes, because most time they say yes, I'm like, okay, why don't you ask them if they'd be interested in a sample? And then we will get them set up with a free account. Okay. And I will help them register that person as a free account under that customer. We'll get them sampling where we're following up, me, that customer, and the potential, where we're following up because that's going to be more likely to introduce. And then guess what? It ripples. And one customer may turn into two customers, three customers, four, and beyond. All right. And then guess what? That top customer might be like, wait a second, that was easier than I thought, and may become a promoter later on. You never know. But also, our promoters finding out what they want to accomplish, what they're willing to put into it. Okay. And creating a game plan for them. Maybe it's 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, but ideally, I have somebody that wants to be able to come home within the next year. And she's asking me, what she needs to do. And I'm like, okay, we need to create a game plan of how you can get consistent. First off, of sharing your experience, getting consistent and intentional with your actions, figuring out a game plan of when you can do certain activities. We know we need to follow up. We know we need to connect. We know that we need to be reaching new people, and sharing that aspect. And anyways, getting her a game plan. I can't tell her a set number, but I can tell her, don't quit your job. Don't quit your job until you're at a place that you're willing to stick with what you're doing, and you're consistently growing. But the number one way is to make sure that your team is winning with you. Your customers are happy and your team is winning, then everybody's going to keep on working. When you're only focused on your check and your sale, you're going to start losing customers and start losing team because you're not focused on them. You have to be focused. Your success is determined by your customers and your team satisfaction. Okay. So with that said, I'm going to let Angie bring some fire real quick, and I'm pumped about it. Oh, wait, have a welcome call to do real quick. I'll be back 12 days. Okay. Let's say 100 group. Okay. That's good. She's going to come back. So Angie, you take it over, baby. And then Steph will be back.
Good evening, you guys. I don't know about you guys, but I was literally fired up when Jackie was like, go down your list. There's one thing about me is that in this business also, you guys must remain a student. I mean, I don't think anybody has ever, if you think that you arrived, that's when you stop growing, right? So I literally wrote down 10 people that I knew that I have been working on, that I have been creating relationships with, setting out samples. And literally, you guys, this is the thing with Lavelle. When you stay consistent in just conversations, making friends, and being really intentional, taking on this decision to just thrive, right? I talked about this on the leadership call, and to be intentional everywhere you go, right? Everywhere you go, you're just thinking, oh man, like I could literally get that person thriving. I want you guys to think, like, don't assume, right? You always want to talk to new people, just like what Jackie said. Even, I had my holiday party, and the host actually was interested in thriving a while back, and she was skeptic. And then I said, hey girl, before I went there, I was like, I know that you were, I always do my rounds, you guys, when I'm going to see people, when I'm in person. It's really a lot easier, right? When you have that, share that energy. I was like, hey, I remember that you were interested in trying Thrive. She's like, yes, babe, can you give me a sample? I trust you. I'm like, okay. So I brought her a sample, and the power of that's already, she's going to start tomorrow. And another thing, when I'm out and about, I'm always conversating with people. I want to teach you guys how to talk to new people. If you guys feel like you're in a standstill, it is because you're so focused on the past. You're so focused on the people that aren't coming with you. I want to really actively help you guys stay inspired in talking to new people, creating new opportunities for yourself. Look at people as like, oh my God, how can we give value to each other? How can I help you? Right. So even, when I go out and about, I really go out to network, you guys, because I know it is a plan, right? You always have to have a plan. You need people to grow in this business. You need people to help, you need people to serve. And then you need the process. You guys got to commit to the plan, the people, the process. And that is really what's going to help you like grow in this business. So I went out and I saw another friend that tried Thrive. I sent her a sample. Back then, she didn't have kids. She didn't appreciate it. She was complaining the whole time. You guys, I was just listening to her. We're out and about, and she knows that I'm thriving now. She was complaining. I was just listening to her, and she's like, I'm a mom. You girl, we're moms now. I'm just so tired. I didn't say anything. I didn't try to sell nothing. And then I see her on the stories, conversation. And then I see like a coffee cup. Then I pivot, right? Every time you guys feel like you want to say something, that's when you say something. Okay. I want to encourage you guys. Every time your intuition tells you, don't, I'm so scared, push yourself, say it, follow it. That's when it's the right timing. That's when you pivot. That is when they need it the most. I said, hey girl, you always go back to the pain point. You always go back to listen to what they were saying. I said, look, I know that I've sent you, I made her a little card, and I sent it even to my team. Whatever I'm doing, you guys, I show my team. I show them. So this is how I actively also, I don't tell my team what to do. I show them what I'm doing because I'm actively changing lives with them. And that's what duplicates, you guys. So I write her a letter, and I'm like, hey, so I remember that you were, younger back then, you didn't appreciate Thrive. You're a mom now, and I know that you're so tired. I know that you are caffeine sensitive, but I promise you, I'm so confident that you would benefit from Thrive if you thrive properly. You guys, I made the package 2 days ago. Peter didn't send it out. She messages me today. She goes, "Hey, Ange, I'm just wondering, like, where's my package? Like, did it come?" She's waiting. She's excited, right? So that's where it's at, you guys. She's so curious and she's ready to try it again. Another thing, you guys, like I said, you want to go out and about and make new friends. I know some of you guys are introverts, and if you're an introvert, I mean, try to just focus on one person, right? Who you want to like interact with. So new, right? And another thing, you guys, Thrive for Free banners that has been helping our team like level up. And how are you, not only like Jackie said, help your team's VIP, right? There's so many people that are going to come back for these VIPs. And also, if you're trying to grow your network, not only just you VIP, you need to show their networks, especially people that have friends of friends. We have been growing a team in the Bay Area, and this weekend, whoever shows up at that event, I'm going to tell you guys, you need to get in person, right? Just like these VIPs, I'm going to make the calls. Make the call. You guys get personal, get aggressive. I'm telling you, I'm very aggressive when it comes to, and Jackie knows this, right? When I'm at the club, I'm like, "Hey girl, I want to work with you." And I'll repeat myself. "Hey girl, I want to work with you. I know that you can benefit from this." You know, the thing about this is, you guys, sometimes they have to see it 8 to 10 times. Sometimes they have to hear you repeat it until they're like, "Okay, let me give it a try." So you guys, I encourage you, and I also challenge you, giving you an assignment to get in front of people. And if you're not getting in front of people, make the call. I'm going to make the call, and I already have the first person that I've been talking about promoting. And she told me like a couple days ago that she wanted to join the middle of December. I'm going to get her to join before the VIP ends, right? So she was the first person that I thought of, right? So you guys, opportunities are literally, if you strategize and you think about, who, and also you guys, you want to be the hunter. Okay, you want to be the hunter, the find. Because when I started to work this business intentionally, don't post and ghost. I mean, like, there's a lot of people and influencers, they cannot engage with their audience authentically, and they cannot, you have to know how to like speak to people, right? And be a real person. Like, go in there and show that you're interested. When you show that you're interested instead of the interesting, they become interested in you, because then they know that you care, right? I bet you guys, if you guys go into a DM, be like, "Oh my God, ask them so and so," they'll start watching your stories. You really don't have to sell anything, but share intentionally and go in the back and start interacting. And then you go in, get personal, get on the call. Even when I go with these VIPs, or when I went helping people with their rank advancement, I would sit down in front of their face. "Do you want this? Because I can help you." Right? Get personal, you guys. Get in front of people. So I even tell my team too, you guys, sometimes your team needs help. You can't assume. There's a lot of people that are thriving with other people, because just like one of our newest auto bonus earners, she said somebody like saw her at work and was like, "Oh, I really wanted to ask you to thrive, but I assumed that you didn't want it." And guess what? Somebody else signed her because she assumed, and she was a rock star. You guys, don't assume that somebody doesn't need this, because I will tell you, if Jackie assumed that I didn't need this, I wouldn't be here, right? She could have been like, "Oh, she's too cool." She could have been like, "She doesn't need this. Like, this is not up her alley." But I found so much purpose because she didn't assume that. So you guys, there's a lot of people, and I want you guys to find them, hunt the people that need the energy, right? Watch their stories. Are they yearning for an extra income? Are they yearning for community, right? There's a lot of people, like Jackie said, it is culture and community. Do you guys showcase that? I teach my team, go live, go. They need to see community. And when you guys are at these events, documentation It's everything. Let them see us. And I know some of you guys are new, okay? And this is the way that you guys can leverage your leaders, right? If you guys are new, I want you guys to also learn, like, from your leaders, connect the dots, the 3 ways, connect them to a player on your team that it can do the talking for you, right? I promise you, get to the next event, the local, create the local, and then bring your upline with you and let them talk. You guys, you don't have to do this by yourself, right? I told every welcome call that I did this past week, I invited them myself. The key to this business, I'm going to tell you, you don't have to know anything, like learn and know everything. You learn as you go. But the key thing is inviting people. You need to learn how to invite people to the next event, invite people to see what these products can do for them, right? Talk to new people. I really want to inspire you, because this is where you're going to actively feel and think bigger, right? Think bigger, and this is possible for you, right? You got to put in the effort to make a commitment to, like, you got to talk to people. The people is what is going to turn on this business. Another thing before I finish up, I want to talk about giving people, as a leader, it's important to give people assignments. It's challenging people, knowing that they can do it, right? If you guys don't give people assignments, or like, hey, so we got you thriving for free, so what's the next step, right? We're onboarding people. Literally, I said, hey, take the time in helping them thrive for free. If you guys don't know how to help them thrive for free, it's, for me, I start with encouraging to tell them their story. I ask them this one question: are you a belly person? Are you okay on social media? Whatever it is, I will help them share their story, like tell their story, right? And I want you guys to know too, when you guys talk to your people, I want you to be so transparent, cut to the chase, no bullshit, no like a whole paragraph of what you're doing. Go straight to the point and be like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I want you to, like, straight to the point, you guys, because I'll say this: people can smell when they want this for yourself. People can smell a sale. So it's kind of like calling somebody and they're complaining. Nobody wants to hear somebody complaining. Nobody wants to be sold to. So the easiest way is for you to be transparent and cut the bullshit. Be completely authentic. Like, hey, I've been doing this. Can you, support me? Ask for help. I've learned this too, and it took me a long time to ask for it. Like, hey, I'm doing this. Can you support me? And it's either a yes or no, right? But it helps you get used to go for no's. So get in front of people, you guys, make a list, and just push yourself. And you need an assignment. Not only that, hold yourself accountable. That means you need accountability buddy. So lock arms with somebody that is going to push you, like, hey girl, did you do it yet? So did we do it? Let's do it together, right? Whatever. I'm telling you that it could be your sideline that is your accountability buddy, or whoever. Just make sure that you guys have an accountability buddy, and then acknowledge what you need to do. Acknowledge what you like. VIPs is so simple, right? Really, you guys, acknowledge what you need to do, and then break it down for a plan. Like, oh, I need to talk to. When I get 5, 4, 2, 3, 2, 1s, you guys, I literally do a little bit more. I really do. I'm just like, okay, now I know I'm going to get closer to my goal if I do a little bit more. And when you guys do a little bit more, you guys hear that power of one more. Trust me, that opportunity of one more can change like everything. So always try to do a little bit more than what your older self would do, than what your like yesterday would do. Okay. So whatever you guys learn, just do better and get around people, acknowledge what you need to do, and take action. So you guys, another thing, why you guys see, how I've been able to have a healthy and sustainable, and not only that, but feel really inspired and active. Of course I get burnt out, right? Of course it's life, but you really do got to take yourself home and remember why you started, right? Remember your why. And it is also being plugged in. You guys got to plug in and stay close to the fire. If you don't got that fire, you got to stand close to somebody that is dancing louder and prouder. And you're like, oh, I forgot. Me too. Right? Like, so you guys give yourself the things that you need. If you got to be around people, right? Like you guys got to personally invite people too. I text one of our promoters. I was like, hey, how you doing? Like, are you coming? She goes, I really need the Thrive community right now. Yes, I'm going to go. So you guys personally invite people. It really brings it together. Sometimes people need that personal invite. They need to be seen, right? So it's those little connect the dots, right? Connect the dots. And for me, I work in the nooks and crannies. I give love, like show up to give. You guys, that's my thing. I'm going to show up to give. If you guys see me a lot on social media, this is my calling, right? I just show up because I know this opportunity is beyond us. And I'm going to tell you guys, I wish I was thriving louder. I wish that I wasn't too cool. Thrive is way cooler than me now, right? Like I wish that had the confidence to lead faster. And I'm telling you guys this because this can be a whole different season for you. And every single thing that Lavelle drops, please go for it. Please. For me, I'm gonna, like, I know this is the last thing. Why I'm telling you guys to go for everything that you guys, Lavelle gives us, even if you're not getting closer to that VIP. Because I wasn't like blessed with a rank advancement or any of that of my own, but my husband's account was, you guys. And because his account was 4K rank advancement, I was running his for those extra bonuses, and it created an uncapped income for me and my family because I was running for those. Not just the bigger picture. I was just like, okay, I'll just follow the, the dials. I got this much. Like calculate and strategize. You guys be intentional. Know also your numbers. Like how many people do I need to talk to? How many people do I need to help? You guys, even when I was going 200K, I was like, okay, so I need 16 personal 12Ks. That's how I was thinking. You guys, you gotta think the bigger picture. I wasn't like relying on my team to get it. I was like, I'm gonna get that. And today, you guys, my team has 96 and I have 28 personally signed to me. And because we're doing a vision board party also, you guys, the belief happens when you help your team believe that it is possible for them. And thank you for Jackie. She put me on her vision board too. And this season is very personal. And thank you, Jackie. Yes, like it's so nice, right? That our community is so present, but I will leave it at that. Put yourselves in room and in places that you can flourish. And I promise you that if you are feeling lost, you need to go. You need to get active. You need to get in there, like go there, go be around people that are going to instill belief in you again, instill that spark in you again. But I will tell you, motivation does not last. So if you guys are also at a standstill, you guys need to dive deep. You need to understand why you guys are still here. I am here for so many reasons, you guys. My why is so thick, it's beyond me. I was telling Jackie too. I cried the other day, like voice messaging her how thankful. Till this day, I tell her how, not on social media, not for the world to see. I personally voice message her and say, thank you so much for what you've done for me and my family. And I was sitting in front of the tree today, you guys, and I did a post. I said, wow, sometimes we got to appreciate not being thankful for just Thanksgiving. I'm thankful every single day because I used to dream for things like this. I used to dream for a home or a house. Imagine if I played like, unappreciative, right? Like you forget. But you guys, there's so many people that are less fortunate. So I'm just telling you, the opportunity is here. You guys need to claim it and take a step forward. Swim, you guys, that's what it is. Learn, do, and apply yourself, because when you apply yourself, that is when you are in spirit. That is when you are inspired, and you can never inspire or build an organization if you are not inspired yourself. So that's all I got. today.
Angie, you literally, you guys, I'm going to tell you, I messaged her just like a week ago because, like, obviously Amanda's super emotional, and she's like, I cry all the time. And I'm like, I know I do too. I can't help it. But I've always led with my heart. And unfortunately, sometimes that hurts, right? And, I'm very, I've been through a lot the last couple of years. And like, Angie was just saying, it made me super emotional because a lot of you guys know part of my big why was for my girls. I grew up moving around a lot, and I just wanted to have a house, and this house was like picture perfect in my mind. It wasn't like over the top or anything. And like on my vision board every year since I've been part of this industry for 11 years, I would do something, and my vision board would have something for that house. So when I walked away from that house 4 years ago, part of me changed. And it was hard to accept. But like I've told you guys many times, my daughter was like, a house is not a home, Mom. Home's wherever you are. And it was like, that is what struck me to realize like it wasn't about the material things, and like having the last 11 years to be present with my kids that I never thought was possible. Like that's where my appreciation and my gratefulness comes. And do you know how many people told me that I was going to fail? Do you know how many people made fun of me when I started in this industry back in 2013? How many people quit on me that first year, or laughed at me for what I was doing because people don't succeed at this? But the thing is, guys, I'm not people. I saw what I wanted to achieve, and I knew there were other people out there doing it. So it was just a matter of how, and attaching that why to your actions and your intention, going after that every single day. Like when you know why you want to do something, the how, you're going to figure it out along the way, and then you're just going to go do it, right? But it doesn't happen by just wishing for it. Like it's going to take being intentional. And I've said this a couple times. My whole thing, I think everything happens for a reason. And I know, and I've said this to everybody's talked to me lately, I'm like, I know everything has led us to right here to have a solid foundation to build off of exactly what we represent. And people that join us know what we're about, know that we want to help them. And they see it like we're willing to go through the storms, right? To dig through the mud, because we know what's on the other side of that. We know that climbing up that mountain is worth it, because I can tell you, like seeing Jackie and Twin and Angela and just like so many people within our team and sidelines, just seeing them be able to pay off things, buy groceries, pay their bills, keep their lights on, get in a house because they were homeless, just to do things for their family. That's where my goal is. I never joined this industry, you guys, to be rich. I never joined this industry to be a millionaire. I joined this industry to make a couple extra $100 a month so that I literally could quit working 6 days a week. I just wanted more time with my kids. And that turned into figuring out how to help other people have more time with their kids. And it rippled. And it was like I became addicted to helping people get what they wanted, and what they want, they have to be willing to put into. Because here's the thing, I could have either spent 13 hours at the hospital, or I could break my time up and I could work my business intentionally by making posts, by reaching out to people, by sending the message. I have never cold messaged a single person to build my business. I'm going to tell you that. And with that said, please don't mistake in that. I build relationships, and you bet your ass I'll message someone and ask them, hey, listen, I keep on seeing you post this. I keep on seeing you talk about this. When are you going to finally try it? When are you going to finally jump on board with me? Because I know you would be outstanding with that. I have built that relationship. There's a hard difference. There is a big difference between cold messaging and messaging somebody that you've built a relationship with. So your life is going to evolve. Different things are going to happen along your journey. You're going through loss, whatever, but every single one of us has to have a reason that pushes us. Like, do you want to get up at 9 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning and go to office? Maybe you do. That's okay. You can do that. Guess what? I went 200K while I was working full time. I also hit my biggest month in this industry on this team with Lavelle while I was working part-time, going through divorce, moving, and had no office or anything to go by. Okay. My biggest month ever while I was working, finishing my BSN, running this, and doing the darn thing. I want you guys to know that, like I said, if it just like what Angie was saying, like, you guys do it, get around the flame. All right. Do the welcome calls, do the 3-way chats to help people with their VIPs, get a game plan, plug in where the fire is. If you are not great at sampling, guess what? There are lots of people that are great at sampling. If you're not good at getting customers, listen, where you focus, I know Angie says this all the time too, is where you grow. All right. It's like literally your energy and your focus like follow each other. And I just told her, I was beating myself down because it was like because of the things I lost and the things that people had said and the negative in my ear. I felt beat down. I felt defeated. I felt burnt out. I felt like I was spinning wheels, even though my PPA has continued to climb. I've continued to get stronger. I've continued to build because I knew that I didn't want to stay there. I didn't want to stay beat down. So I've been continuing to learn new things, apply new things, teach new things. But I struggled to believe that I was deserving of being recognized for the things that I've accomplished, whether they be in past or present. And that was all internal thinking, because I'll be honest, I did the work. I do the work. I work day in, day out, you guys, and I pour my heart from the time I wake up till the time I go to bed. And I spend almost all day, every day working, to be honest with you, aside from whenever I take the time for my husband, take the time for my kids, make dinner, driving, whatever. And sometimes even when I'm driving, I'm messaging, voice messaging, so nobody yell at me. But I'm telling you this to say, don't ever think that you need to be like somebody else out there. I am like no other 200K in this industry. Okay. I'm telling you. And each one of you guys are different. Every single one of us is unique. Okay. Please do not think that you need to be a certain way. You need to dress a certain way, have a certain amount of status or whatever. I want you to know that you can be exactly who you are and you are going to impact people's lives, but you just have to show up and you have to pour that belief into everybody else just as much as you're pouring it into yourself. And you have to know where you're going. And the vision board is key, you guys. It is key, but you have to not just write it down. You actually have to do the actions and intention. And like Angie was saying, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, at the bare minimum, I'm going to be honest, if you do that daily, that is the bare minimum, that even if you started just with that, if you're not doing any of that right now, you're going to start to see your business grow. Why? Because you're being intentional. But if you want to start to see your business massively grow, not only are you going to do that, but adding to that, your team is going to be doing that. The people that join in with you, right? So I definitely, Jackie, I'm not sure. I'm seeing if Steph is still on. Are there any last minute? Oh, you guys, listen, this 12 days of Christmas, we are going to be doing Jackie and Twin. Now, Twins, is she still in Vietnam? She's still
there, but I mean, I'm sure she'll participate.
She is. Yeah, I'm sure she will. As soon as she sees all the messages, she will. I know that I just spoke with Jackie and Angie today about it. But you guys, we have leaders jumping in left and right that are volunteering, that we're going to be all participating. You're going to see lives in their stuff is going, I think, doing the first live. I don't know. I just made a calendar. So for everybody in that, like, that's doing it, so we can kind of figure out what days still need days and figure that all out. But you guys, there's going to be Amazon gift cards, Gap gas gift cards, grocery gift cards, Visa gift cards, cash, obviously gift cards. There's going to be Thrive products. There's going to be all kinds of prizes in there. Even like, I don't know, I think there was a ninja or something. I don't know. There's a bunch of different stuff, but it's going to be things that people can utilize outside of Thrive, but they're going to be learning about Thrive in the process. And so it'll be fun. Listen, I think Steph said there's like almost 800 people right now.
There is.
Energy is, you guys, literally last night, as soon as I sent out a mass email to my customers at like 10 o'clock at night, I started getting all these people that were mine. Listen, I was like, how did my people, I just sent out their email. And that's how they got the link because they're already my customer. I sent them the link and then they clicked it in the email. And then it was like, they're asking to join. And I was like, and then I started inviting my customers too. So please, 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 you guys, if you have not, reach out, follow up, and then start reaching out to your teammates. Okay. Start reaching out to current team, reach out to old team, reach out to everybody, but get some post up, start sharing right now. Don't worry about being annoying. People can snooze you if you're that darn annoying. Okay. Because you may be, and Angie, I'm pulling this out, somebody's survival guide. Because that is literally, Angie told me to quit. Amanda, utilize what it is that you have been through and, start working on where you are now and going from there, right? Because I was battling some depression, like honestly. And I've never really dealt with that. So I don't really know how, like, and it's so weird to say that because I've helped other people through it, but going through it yourself is a totally different feeling. To where I didn't want to talk to people. And you guys, that's my livelihood, is helping people. Like that's where my fire is. It's like teaching people and seeing them win, and me like seeing them accomplish things and inspiring people, guiding them, lighting a fire under their ass and making them believe in themselves. So it's like for me to be down and not want to talk to people and answer messages or post anything, I felt like this post paralysis. And then I just said, you know what? Forget what anybody thinks. That's how I started, is that I didn't have any success to go off of. I just started sharing and I didn't care what people thought. I just shared because I knew that if other people could do it, I could too. And I want you to go out of here with that belief tonight. I want you to write down the VIP list. I want you to associate it. If you need to pay a darn bill, you need to buy Christmas presents for your kids, you need to get your car fixed. What will these VIP bonuses do for you? And make that push you to send that message to say, hey, would you like to join this event? You can win some money. You can win some gas cards, some whatever. You can learn about Thrive. And also don't forget this opportunity when you're doing your VIP reset, you guys, you're going to be helping other people come on that could utilize that cash. So not only are you running for your VIPs, but run with them with their VIPs, right? So you should be doing welcome calls. You should be doing welcome chats. And if you yourself do not feel confident with that, reach out to an upline and let's get some success under your belt so you start believing that you can do this. Because when you learn from somebody guiding you, you're going to start believing and it'll start duplicating. Did Steph ever come back? I don't know if she did. I don't know. Sonia, did you want to say anything, my dear? I see you're still on, and she's always a little bit behind the scenes, you guys, but Sonia is fire and she's incredible and she's more of a one-on-one person when she's sharing. But if she is still, she might have hopped off, I'm not sure. But you guys, get everybody involved in this 12 days of Christmas. I promise you will not regret it. Angie, Jackie, I love you guys. Everybody, this was an incredible call. I'm sorry Steph didn't get to jump in. She got on a welcome call, but so we'll forgive her. But she will be on tomorrow's call, I believe, our leadership call. All right.
Yes,
So
I mean GPOT first. And for anyone who, like, I know some of you guys are probably already in the 12 days of Christmas, but if you guys are not in and you guys are like, what is this thing? You guys will see the invite link very soon. I wish we had more explanation for it, but in a nutshell, right? It's for customers, right? So
Yep.
promoters are going in there and then we're inviting customers and they get to participate. That's how it works, right?
Yeah. If you are on my team, you will see it very shortly because I'm going to type up I'm going to
Blurb.
type, yeah, I'm going to type up a leadership message. And I know that the only code I have ends at 11 p.m. Eastern. So I'll get a new code out to you guys as well. Do you have
Also,
a code?
one more thing, okay? Because if like, you know, for my team, we mostly work Instagram, but like there is a hot market on Facebook. Like, you know, I have all my old high school friends and stuff on there. So this is a good time too to like get into a brand new like
Mhm.
platform. Like, you know,
Mm.
I'm sure all of you guys are on Facebook, but like you guys probably don't use it. I use my messenger a lot on Facebook. I don't actually post there. It just kind of like links, but you guys will see the link, like, you know, just flow with it. You guys, I've actually had like, you know, I don't even use Facebook, but I have gotten people that have won prizes in this thing, even though I don't work Facebook. Like in the past couple of years and stuff, you'll be surprised who's actually watching. If you guys can get a customer that wins a prize on there, or you know.
And it's a potentials. Okay. So basically, there's going to be the Thrive opportunity is going to be shared as well. So it's both, it's for customers and promoters. The only reason, and I'm going to explain this real quick. I promise it'll be quick. The only reason you want to make them have a free customer account is so that their promoter time does not start. Okay, so if somebody's kind of on the fence and they're not really sure they want to promote, sign them as a customer first. Even if they want to just get the product, they want to try it and see and then go from there. You want to switch them later to the promoter. So customer account needs to be, because you don't want somebody in there without an account. Okay, you want them to be connected to you, so they have to have a customer account. But the opportunity will be shared, which is why you definitely want to do that. And I think I'm day 6, and I'm just going to be honest with you guys, I'm fire when it comes to the opportunity, and I will be sharing the darn thing. Okay, even if I'm sharing about a product, I'll be sharing the opportunity because it's where my livelihood is. And so if you have somebody on there, I can guarantee you, if they're that interested, I'll probably have them talked into joining you that night. Honestly, I swear I probably will, because I'm a good closer, especially when they're actually seriously interested. So anyways, yeah. So we will have it. I will post it in the in like the potential thing, but then it's also on all the team pages, and the first day will be December 1st. So, or December 8th. So yeah, we'll get this up. I will get this recording posted. Everybody have an amazing night. I love you all. And mwah, have a good one. And thank you guys so much. And plug in tomorrow's leadership call too.